tonight, I'd like to start out this evening by welcoming all of you. It's really a pleasure to be here tonight with the jazz band and the chamber singers. This is the first time we've ever done a concert like this, and I've always loved this little venue here, so it's just really nice to take advantage of that. So tonight, the jazz ensemble here, we have three pieces for you. The first one is called Burritos to Go. And you can listen to this one. We have a little duet between Stephanie Santamaria on alto saxophone and Amelia Benjamin on bari sax. Both in band and jazz here. Then I have my trombone section here. I've got Tyler, 9th grade, Tyler Dams, Riley Deschon, and you'll get to hear Riley on the solo shortly. And I've got Hannah Graham on French horn. In the back there, my trumpet, I've got Connor Beckley, grade 9, Justin Conacher, grade 12, Braylon Peavy, grade 9, And then I've got Michelle Wang, a senior who plays clarinet in both jazz and, obviously jazz, and the band. And then I've got my nice rhythm section here. I've got Ren Anderson on drum set, and you'll also hear Joe Valenti on drum set, and Gavin Dwy on auxiliary percussion. And what makes the jazz band really great is to have piano. So I have Jack here on piano. So a really great group of kids. So much fun to come and work with them every week. So our next piece, I'm guessing many of you in the audience are familiar with. It's called Moon Dance, made famous by Van Morrison. This one features a duet between Antonella and Gray Lynn, and also Antonella has a nice saxophone solo as well. YouTube later. So I did get it in, just not in the beginning. So you can watch it again later if you want. Our last piece tonight for the jazz band is Return to the Pink Flamingo. It's a nice rock tune, and we have a great solo by Bradley Deschamps on trombone on this one. And I invite you, after the chamber singers, to join us in the cafeteria for some tasty treats. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Tom Barton. I direct the Chamber Singers. We meet after school, 1 day a week for an hour and a half. We've got 3 songs for you. I hope you enjoy them. Like my wonderful colleague Lori Warren said, everything's being live streamed, so don't feel like you need to watch this through your phone and block anyone else who's here. The first song that we have is a poem by Sarah Teasdale, and she wrote it a month before she died, so it's kind of like a last will and testament. It's a peaceful song. It's called Stars I Shall Find. Enjoy. Song, which is called White Winter Hymnal. This was made, it was originally by a group called Fleet Foxes. They had a really popular music video that went to it. And then it's been done by several other groups since. It's been done by the Pentatonics and some other people that I can't remember. But it's got some body percussion in it that's kind of fun, and it's been challenging. So enjoy. This is White Winter Hymnal. I want to say a couple of thank yous real quick beforehand to Tim Lukazeski and the AV crew that's broadcasting this. Thank you very much. I love working in this department. I see like my colleagues here and even former colleagues and retired people that are here that come to support. Thank you all for supporting the arts. Thank you for supporting your kids. The arts make such a difference in the lives of these kids. And I mean, just trying to get together in a short period of time for an hour and a half a week is challenging. How many of you play a sport? Just raise your hand. So these kids are like splitting their practice with rehearsal, and it's amazing what you're doing, but this is what we should be doing, right? I want to say a very big thank you to Mrs. Gillette, too, for playing. So this is White Winter Hymnal. Enjoy. Sharp. Dessert reception that a lot of you have contributed to. I'll have like first row, second row, third row, just lead the way there. I'm trying to think of which direction it is. It's that way. So we'll go out this door and we'll meet you there when this is done. This is a mashup of two different songs. It's How Do You Keep the Music Playing, from an old musical from the early part of the 20th century. I can't remember the musical, but it's mashed up. So there's two songs that are happening at the same time. You'll hear My Funny Valentine, sung by the basses and tenors, and you'll hear How Do You Keep the Music Playing from an 80s Burt Reynolds movie, right? So it's both songs kind of touch on, like, you know, when relationships get older, they take more work. It takes a lot. It takes more to do, you know, to sustain these relationships. So that's what this song is about. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Here's our last song. It also, I'm waiting for me to tell you that it features two soloists, Emily Chipman and Colleen Caventino, in the very beginning. So there it is. and a couple of minutes for some desserts. So first,